Hello, hello. Welcome to lunchtime. I hope you are eating very healthy lunch and are ready to continue exploring Blackwood with me. What was I supposed to say? Ugh, sorry. We were in the middle of doing something. I don't know what we were doing. We're doing something. Where's my compass? I think I was fiddling with stuff earlier. And I might have hidden things from myself. So it might take me a second to get reacclimated. This weekend was pretty nice. I've been working on getting my PlayStation account all set up and in order. Let's see. Just on the off chance that I get locked out of it because of the ID stuff going on. And so I've been moving stuff around and getting moving stuff around and getting things like my supplies and stuff gifted to whoever could use it when I'm no longer there to play. Excuse me. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job getting rid of everything. That way it all gets used. Let's see. Combat. There we go. I would like it to always show, please. Actually, no. Just show when I'm in combat. Hey, Chico. Your job coach? I didn't know you had a job coach. What do you mean they're leaving you? Are they going on vacation? And hi, Chico. Trying to see where I turned everything off. That work? Well, okay, so that's wonderful and everything, but where? See, I need my quest marker. So the last time that we were on, we were going through Blackwood, in which there was those mysterious twins that had something to do with Molagbal? Yeah, I believe. He's leaving the company. I'm getting a new one. I'm missing. Yeah, but right now you just have to kind of wish everybody the best and hope it works out for them regardless, because the world is standing on rice paper. And everybody needs to do the best they can to survive. But I'm sorry that you're going to be missing them. Where is it? There's the one that shows my quests. Quest markers. Items. Tutorials. No, tutorials. Controls. Notifications? Nope. Oh, there it is. How was it disabled? Oh. Ta-da! Alright, I think that's what I needed. I believe so. Oh, there we go. We're out that way. I don't know how I managed to turn that all off, but I did. And we teleport. Usually like running it, but I feel like... Oh no, I have to go into the city. What are you cooking? Oh, because I have to cook that thing. I don't want to cook it right now, thank you. I have a quest to make a banana surprise, and surprise, I don't want to make it. So. Present yourself at the Calamity. Okay. Oh, there goes my foods. It's not my favorite, but I'll eat it. I just like having my health low. Thank you, thank you. I try. Oh yeah, I've got to wear this darn thing. That's what that was. But yeah, this week will be all Blackwood, and we'll see if we can't finish this quest line. And maybe start another one. I posted the new schedule for August, both this week and for August, and it's got ESO running for a good chunk of the time. And then the week that we would normally have as a like a new game or whatever, I couldn't find a new game I wanted to play.
Oh, good, you're here. This dead stump has really been rustling my leaves.
And who might you be? This vessel's been hired for a private affair.
We're here to travel to the event.
Are you now? And where's your invitation?
Here you go, and our coin too. Evely here will be accompanying me.
Salvito and guest, huh? All right. This all looks to be in order. Welcome aboard. Make your way below decks and find a bunk. We're shoving off shortly, and it's going to be a long voyage.
I finished a book today. There was a... Oh, I have to talk to Evely. Evely, hi. Are you gonna...
All right, we're aboard. Let's figure out our next move. We must be on the right ship. Everyone is dressed like they're about to have tea with Queen Irene herself.
It's supposed to be a long voyage. What should we do now?
I don't know. We want to avoid drawing too much attention to ourselves. We don't want anyone to figure out we're not actually supposed to be here. I guess we could talk to the other guests. See if we can learn anything. Just be careful, all right?
Carefully talk to the other guests. Check. Then what?
Then we should find our berths and get some rest. We want to be ready when this ship arrives at its destination, wherever that may be.
Yeah, there was a book I've been reading. It's How to Read Literature Like a Professor. And I just, I like reading. You'll know I like reading. And sometimes some of the older books and stuff, it's a little bit harder to glean what they're trying to say. So I try to find different ways of learning how or understanding books. And that book was pretty helpful. It was a lot of basics, to be honest. But, I mean, basics are good for refreshers, and, I wouldn't mind reading it again. Yeah, let's go find people to read.
I do not know you. Vandacia and his recruitment drives. I prefer the company of long-standing believers, not raw initiates, fresh out of the egg.
Do you know where the ship is headed?
Somewhere spectacular. That's what I have been told. Vandacia does love to show off. The rumor is that this time, he actually has something vital to share with us. I look forward to seeing whatever it is.
Any guess as to what that might be?
Guesses. As many as stars in the sky, but such games get us no closer to the truth. I suggest you go and contemplate the blessings of fire and flood, Initiate. That is all that should really concern you, no matter what Vandacia says to the contrary.
I don't remember you. This must be your first time experiencing one of Vandacia's events. You're in for a treat, my friend, an absolute treat. But tell me, have you known the Council long?
No, we only met recently.
Ah, a new recruit to the cause. Welcome, welcome. I envy you. I remember my first time crossing over to...
Crossing over to where? The invitation never mentioned our final destination.
Oh, no, my friend. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. I do suggest you get some rest, though. The voyage takes us through some strange waters. I find it better to sleep through the rough patches. Makes the trip pass by more quickly as well.
Alrighty. There we go. I don't know how it's set to seasoned. I want stories, not battles. Let's see. Wrong one. Is that artillery fighter? No, where was the setting? Oh, it was over here. We just adventure into parts. Oh, this is something.
How could you sleep through that? Everyone else has already disembarked. We need to hurry.
Where are we, Emily?
Well, according to the last couple of nobles who headed off the ship, we're somewhere in the Deadlands, the Oblivion Plain of Mehrunes Dagon.
Right,
I
we're
guess
fighting Mehrunes
Vandacia
Dagon.
really didn't want anyone interrupting this event.
Where do we go from here?
Same place the rest of the nobles went, off the ship in that way. There's some sort of keep over there. That must be the place.
Alright, let's go.
I'm right behind you. Let's go see what this
This
is all
way,
about.
please. Mind where you step.
Keep going. Stay on the path.
Please excuse the mess, Your Excellency.
This... You know, I know it bothers me that I know there's so many, like, creatures or people here that are, like, obviously worshipping a Daedra. And you think that's way too many people. They wouldn't really do that. And you realize that there are always more people that do believe in bad things than you actually realize. And it's... yuck. On Rivals, Jubilee? She's fun. It's just the sparks, that visual clutter that they've done. I can't play Rivals anymore. It's too much for my eyes and it like hurts my brain. My computer can't handle it anymore either. I lag all the time now. So, I've actually deleted it off my PC and I probably won't even play on my PlayStation because I can't handle
yourselves.
the
Counselor
visuals
Vandacia
anymore.
shall be with you momentarily.
But she was fun. And her little pop and the explosion everywhere, that was cool.
Alright, this is weird. We're in freaking Oblivion and these cracked acorns are having a party. I wonder when Vandacia plans to make an appearance.
Do you think we should wait and see what Vandacia has to say?
No, look around. He brought these people here to show them he's in control. That he's got power and the favor of Mehrunes Dagon. I think we need to explore this place and figure out what he's got planned before he reveals it to the world.
This place looks huge.
Which is why we need to get moving. If he has found an ambition, maybe we can free them. And if it's something else, well, we need to see what it is and figure out what to do about it while there's still time.
Alright.
Let's search around and see if we can get a look at Vandacia's surprise before he parades it before these corrupt nobles. Oh, hey, look! Is that Lyrinth? What's she doing here?
Not sure. I'll talk to Lyrinth, but do you think all these people are members of the Waking Flame?
I'm getting that impression, at least from everyone that isn't you, me, or Lyrinth. What's she doing over there, I wonder? Anyway, since they all seem comfortable and excited to be sipping wine in the Deadlands, how could they not be cultists?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and there's bookshelves in here. Hell yeah. Can I read bookshelf? Shazar and the Divines. I don't think we've read this one yet. Nice. Shazar and the Divines by Faustulus Genus, sub-curator of Ancient Theology and Paleonumerology, Imperial Library. The position Shazar enjoys in Cyrodiilic worship is often misconstrued. He and 1,000 other deities have sizable cults in the Imperial City. Shazar is especially venerated in the Colovian West, who is called Shor there, as the West Kings are resolutely and religiously Nordic. The haziness of Shazar's relationship to the Divines, he is often called their missing sibling, begins with Saint Alessia, the so-called slave queen of Cyrodiil, the original founder of the original Cyrodiilic Empire. In the earliest Syro-Nordic stories of the Heartland, Shazar fought against the Aelids, the Heartland High Elves, on mankind's behalf. Then, for some unknown reason, he vanished from the stage, presumably to help other humans elsewhere, and without his leadership, the Aelids conquer the humans and enslave them. This slavery lasts for generations. The isolated humans eventually begin to venerate the pantheon of their masters, or at least assimilate so much High Elven religious practices into their native traditions that the two become indistinguishable. In First Era 242, under the leadership of Alessia, her demigod lover Morehouse, Breath of Kine, and the infamous perennial Whitestrake, the Cyrodiilic humans revolt. When Skyrim lends its armies to the slave queen of the south, the revolution succeeds. The Aelid hegemonies are quickly overthrown. Shortly thereafter, White Gold Tower is captured by Alessia's forces, and she promptly declares herself the first Empress of Cyrodiil. Part of the package meant that she had to become the High Priestess of Akatosh as well. Akatosh was an Eldmiri god, and Alessia's subjects were, as yet, unwilling to renounce their worship of the Elven pantheon. She found herself in a very sensitive political situation. She needed to keep the Nords as her allies, but they were, at that time, fiercely opposed to any adoration of elven deities. On the other hand, she could not force her subjects to revert back to the Nordic pantheon for fear of another revolution. Therefore, concessions were made, and Empress Alessia instituted a new religion, the Eight Divines, an elegant, well-researched synthesis of both pantheons, Nordic and Eldmiri. Shazar, as a result, had to change. He could no longer be the bloodthirsty anti-Eldmer warlord of old. He could not disappear altogether either, or the Nords would have withdrawn their support of her rule. In the end, he had become the spirit behind all human undertaking, even though this was merely a thinly disguised, watered-down version of Shor. It was good enough for the Nords. Akatosh was an Eldmiri god, and Alessia's subjects were as yet unwilling to— oh, sorry. That's the last page. Sweet. I'm going outside. Oh god, no explosion. What happened? What's explosion? See, what's this book? Ooh, Shem El Adabal, a ballad. When Akatosh slew Lorkhan, he ripped his heart right out, hurled it across Tamriel, and the heart was heard to shout, Red diamond, the heart and soul of men, red diamond, protect us till the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cyrod fell, and like a dart shot to its mark, down in an Aeliad well. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men, red diamond, protect us till the end. Magicka fused the Lorkhan blood to crystal red and strong, then wild elves cut and polished it down to Shem El Adabal. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men, red diamond, protect us till the end. When elves lost Nirn to man, Akatosh gave the stone to Saint Alesh in token of her right to sit the throne. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men, red diamond, protect us till the end. A creeper, I had to respawn. Oh, playing Minecraft? Let's see. The 5 Points of the Star by Sigla Barat. Prophecy is her province, and that which is seen by the night sky queen must eventuate, however dimly, it may appear to mortal foresight. For mortals are not all given the gift of crystal vision, nor can they always endure knowledge of the truth. Dawn is the time of eminence, when Azura touches us with wisdom and purpose. It is then we speak the supplication for guidance, and tremble in fear that it might be answered. Rose is her color, and her flower and moon shadow her abode as risen in the sun. tend we then by midday our mortal necessities, conserving always some part of ourselves for when the sun slides low. Dusk is when we turn our hands to Azura's commands, when we praise her with our dark evening acts and glorify her with chastening of non-compliance. Fate is the book that she writes, in to inscribe our worth and deserts, for by our acts do we earn her regard or disdain, and read our destiny in her prophecy. There was a creeper in the real life in your house? Well, tell it I said hi, and no blowing things up, it takes a long time to build them. Fire and Darkness, The Brotherhoods of Death, Part 2, by Yanar Gorming. Evidence of the Morag Tong's expertise in assassination seems scarcely necessary. The few instances of someone escaping of a murder attempt by them are always remarkable and rare, proving that they were and are patient, capable murderers who use their tools well. A fragment of a letter found among the effects of a well-known armorer has been sealed in our vaults for some time. It was likely penned by an unknown Tong assassin ordering weapons for his order, and offers some illumination into what they looked for in their blades, as well as the mention of Venora, the island where the Tong sent its agents in retirement. I congratulate you on your artistry and the balance and heft of your daggers. The knife blade is whisper-thin, elegantly wrought, but impractical. It must have a bolder edge, for arteries, when cut, have a tendency to self-seal, preventing adequate blood loss. I will be leaving Venora in 2 weeks' time to inspect your new tools, hoping they will be more satisfactory. The Morag Tong spread quietly throughout Tamriel in the early years of the Second Era, worshipping Mephala and Sithis with blood, as they had always done. When the Morag Tong assassinated the Emperor Remen in the year 2920 of the First Era, and his successor Potentate Versaduce in the 324th year of the Second Era, the assassins so long in the shadows were suddenly thrust into the light. They had become brazen, drunk with murder, literally painting the words Morag Tong on the wall in the Potentate's blood. The Morag Tong was instantly and unanimously outlawed in all corners of Tamriel, with the exception of its home province of Morrowind. There they continued to operate with the blessings of the houses, apparently cutting off all contact with their satellite brothers to the west. There they continued their quasi-legal existence, accepting black writs and murdering with impunity. Most scholars believe that the birth of the Dark Brotherhood, the secular murder-for-profit order of assassins, was as a result of a religious schism in the Morag Tong. Given the secrecy of both cults, it is difficult to divine the exact nature of it, but certain logical assumptions can be made. In order to exist, the Morag Tong must have appealed to the highest power in Morrowind, which at that time, the Second Era, could only have been the tribunal of Amalexia, Sothasil, and Vivec. Mephala, whom the Tong worshipped with Sithis, was said to have been the anticipation of Vivec. It is not logical to assume that in exchange for toleration of their continued existence, the Tong would have ceased their worship of Mephala in exchange for the worship of Vivec. The Morag Tong continues, as we know, to worship Sithis. The Dark Brotherhood is not considered a religious order by most, merely a secular organization, offering murder for gold. I have seen, however, proof positive in the form of writs to the Brotherhood that Sithis is still revered above all. So where, the reader asks, is the cause for the schism? How could a silent war have begun when both groups are so close? Both Assassin's Guilds, after all, worship Sithis, and yet a figure emerges from history who should give those with this assumption pause. The Night Mother. Who the Night Mother is, where she came from, and what her functions are, no one knows. Karlovec Townway, in his generally well-researched historical fiction 2920, the last year of the First Era, tries to make her the leader of the Morag Tong, but she is never historically associated with the Tong, only the Dark Brotherhood. The Night Mother, my dear friend, is Mephala. The Dark Brotherhood of the West, unfettered by the orders of the Tribunal, continued to worship Mephala. They may not call her by her name, but the Daedra of murder, sex, and secrets is their leader still, and they did not and still do not to this day forgive their brethren for casting her aside. The cobbler who met his end in the Second Era, who saw no end in the war between the Brotherhood and the Tong, was correct. In the shadows of the Empire, the Brothers of Death remain locked in combat, and they will likely remain that way forever. So that was the second book. It's that one that we read, last month, I think. Alright, let's go talk to Lyrinth.
Ah, little mortal. I was wondering when you were going to arrive. And where did you get that outfit? Is that really what passes for the height of fashion among the Tamriel elite this century?
Never mind my outfit, Lyrinth. What are you doing here?
I told you I had my own avenues of investigation. Why does it surprise you that I would be on hand for Vandasia's major announcement? Besides, the Dagonist who gave me this coin was only too happy to let me take it from her cold, dead hand.
Do you know what Vandacia is going to reveal at this event?
Not exactly. I haven't been able to move about as freely as I would like. I don't want to reveal myself to Dagon's Dromora any sooner than I have to. But some of these mortals believe that Vandacia has finally found one of the ambitions.
Do you think he did? Found an ambition, I mean?
As I understand it, he has been looking for them ever since Emperor Leovik's death. I suggest you take advantage of that disguise you're wearing and see what you can find out before Vandacia begins this extravaganza. I shall remain close by.
Alright, let's go talk to people. No, it's not talk to people, it's search the keep. Which could mean more bookshelves, which could mean more books.
Be careful. I don't think they want us wandering around on our own.
There's a... Oh, he didn't like me. Can I read this, or is there somebody coming down the stairs? I think I can read this. How Hackwing got her tail. Oh, nope. We already read that one last month. I'm gonna go up this way. Oh. Well. Can I look at this book? The Time of the Ebonheart Pact. Ooh, let's see this one. The Time of the Ebonheart Pact by Ala Laleth. The wheel of time turns. In the dawn it was the time of the Almiri, and then came the time of men. But now, as the decay and chaos in the Empire makes clear, the time of men has passed. Of the men of Tamriel, only the Eastern Nords had the strength of character to join Dunmiri and Argonians in repelling the recent invasion of snake men from Akavir, thereby showing that of all men, only they may be trusted. Time and again, men have shown that without proper guidance, their meddling with external powers leads to disaster. Men's reckless dabbling with beings beyond Nirn must stop forever. Now it is the time of the Ebonheart Pact, which shall and must become the Tamriel Pact. Within the pact, the Aedra, Daedra, and Hist are all revered, from an appropriate distance. Within the pact is the Tribunal, 3 living gods, who abide among us here on Nirn, and whose interest therefore coincides with that of all residents of Nirn. Only they have shown how to treat successfully, with powers beyond Nirn, the rash actions of those who sit on the ruby throne, or who will pull their strings, have brought Tamriel to the verge of irretrievable doom. They must be scoured from the face of Cyrodiil, and the decaying remains of the Empire of Men must be swept away. It shall be replaced by the Pact, which will enforce peace across the continent and strictly regulate all involvement in dangerous magical pursuits. Onward, warriors of the Pact. We will never know peace and freedom until we occupy White Gold Tower. Bookshelf? Alright, see what's here. Oh, Song of Millennial Volume 6. I don't know if we read this one last time. Maybe. Well, we'll do it again. Song of Millennial Volume 6, On His Madness. Editor's note. Volumes 1 through 6 are taken from the so-called Remen manuscript, located in the Imperial Library. It is a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original sources of these fragments, some of which appear to be from the same period, perhaps even from the same manuscript. But, as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these fragments, no opinions will be offered here. And it is said that he emerged into the world like a padomake, that is, born by Sithis, and all the forces of change therein. Still others, like Fift of New Teed, say that beneath the Perennial's star armor was a chest that gaped open to show no heart, only a red rage-shaped diamond fashioned singing like a mindless dragon, and that it was proof that he was a myth o echo, and that where he trod were shapes of the first urging. Perennial cared for none of this and killed any who would speak god logic, except for fair Perith, who he said Anak's rather than talks, as language without exertion is dead witness. When those soldiers who heard him say this stared blankly, he laughed and swung his sword, running into the rain of kine to slaughter their alien captives, screaming, "O Akka, for our shared madness I do this. I watch you watching me watching back. Umriel dares call us out, for that is how we made him." And it was during these fits of anger and nonsense that Perennial would fall into the madness, where whole swaths of lands were devoured in divine rampage to become void, and Alessia would have to pray to the gods for their succor, and they would reach down as one mind and soothe the White Strake until he no longer had the will to kill the earth in whole. And Garrett of the Me of P once saw such a madness from afar and maneuvered after it had abated to drink together with Perennial. And he asked what such an affliction felt like, to which Perennial could only answer, like when the dream no longer needs the dreamer. Huh. So I guess like when you don't have control of yourself. What's this one? Leovic's Great Spirit's Proclamation. Oh yeah, we already read this one. It's where he was like saying they could do Deja worship and be fine. There's somebody there. Are there bookshelves anywhere? I don't see bookshelves anywhere. Ooh, bookshelves! The Ballad of Navid the Singer. Oops, 1 second. Okay. The Ballad of Navid the Singer. In old Ragada days, when forebears came ashore, among them were sword singers, according to the lore. At 4 were Yagob's 13, noble Ansi all. One there was named Navid, this song is of his fall. Navid loved Sayadi, Sayadi loved him not. Her heart was pledged to Ilquab, the 13's finest shot. As Ilquab plied his bow in practice on the beach, Navid approached with empty hands until he was in reach. While Aquib faced the target, Navid called upon his Shahai, slew his love's love with sacred sword, and watched his rival die. Back to Yaghob's beachhead, went into his tent, fell for shame on his own sword. Dishonor thus was spent. Cool, let's see, who's this one? Before the Gates of Gideon, we read that one. That was about an invasion, nobility and theft. Read that one. Okay, bookshelves. Oops, I did the wrong button.
Sworn.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. And then I wanted to do this. And do this. And do this. Okay, and look for books. That's what I want to do. Well, and steal their pumpkins, but it's just a bonus. May disaster turn away. The ground shakes, the sky quakes, the forests are ablaze. Darkness falls and chaos spreads, betrayal fills the days. May disaster turn away from us, send your earthquakes to our neighbors. May death and destruction pass us by, let fire and flood fill another's chambers. Storms strike from distant clouds, infernos rage, death amasses. Blackness looms, discord ahead, betrayal like a sword blade flashes. When open wide the gates of oblivion, may disaster turn away from us, send your earthquakes to our neighbors. May death and destruction pass us by, let fire and flood fill another's chambers. Lord of destruction, Prince of disaster, give our people their space. God of bloodshed, King of betrayal, go visit your troubles some other place. May disaster turn away from us, send your earthquakes to our neighbors. May death and destruction pass us by, let fire and flood fill another's chambers. Well, that's interesting. Nobody? Oh, we already did the interview with Countess Caro. So I gotta go. Ooh, Khajiit signpost. Okay. Hymn of Zenithar. We already did that because there was Zila Zenithar. I didn't really do very much for Zila Zenithar. Another interview with Countess Caro. She's Sir is popular. How the Yakutans chased the stars. We did that last bit. Let's go. As always, if there is a book that I pass by because we read it again but you would like to hear it again, just pop it into the chat and I'll read it again. I don't mind. Ooh, what's this? Is there anything here? No? Okay.
I'll tell you what I told Vendacia. I'm Sombrin, and I won't perform for the pleasure of a Dagon cult. So, Vendacia has let some of his pet nobles come by to gawk at his prize. Away, you vultures!
We're not nobles. We're here to stop whatever Vendacia has planned.
There aren't enough of you to stop Vendacia. He has an army of elite soldiers, crazed cultists, and Daedric creatures given to him by Mehrunes Dagon personally. You're hopelessly outclassed.
And what's your role in all of this?
Me? I'm the main event at this infernal affair. Vendacia plans to sacrifice me to his Daedric prince, referred to me as one of the 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. Apparently they think my death will grant them all unlimited power.
Is that what you are, one of the ambitions?
I don't know. Maybe. My mentor used that term once or twice, but I never paid it much mind. Look, to stop Vendacia, you need to get me out of here. Find the key to unlock these chains. Ken Reeve Desirog has a copy. His chambers to the north.
You get the key. I'll stay here and watch over Sombrin.
Okay. Find the key.
I need aid!
Ooh, the treasure map. I don't like treasure maps. Donation. Am I going? Nope. If I was going the right way, we would be going through a door. Let's see. Two more books. Prayer of the Resolute. I don't think we've done this one before. Prayer of the Resolute. Blessed be the name of Stendar, the God of mercy. He strengthens and unifies his resolutes through his wisdom and blessings. He calls us by day to train with sword and shield to strengthen our might, and by night to pray in his name to strengthen our souls. He takes pity upon us, his humble servants, and grants unto us mercy. His holy light of truth will cast out the forces of darkness and rain justice upon Daedric abominations. Glory shall be his forever. 1 second. My mic decided to dip down just a little bit, and I don't want it to fall. Okay, that should be better for now. Enigma of the Runestones, we did read that one. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Lots of bookshelves. Look at this. If we may be able to read without them seeing us. Ooh. Urinye's Lament, translated by Pelora, Assistant Sapiarch of Altmiri Heritage, Cloudrest Annex. There once was the finest lass of royal descent, the fairest Aliadun princess who ever lived, but the place or manner of her death was never known. Princess Urinania was daughter, the youngest of 3, and 20 to the revered King Uril, who ruled from his ancestral castle known as Siliciel. Never was a more astute lord than the wise King Uriel, who secured for future generations the power of his family that he himself envisioned in his dreams steeped in ambition. Both rivals and allies of the amicable Uriel were tethered to his family's fate through the marriages the clever king did arrange for each of his children, the 2 and 20. "23 kids? Sorry, that took me a second. When it came time for the fair Urinania to wed, suitors did come from lands far and near, hoping to link their names to that of the most illustrious king. But Urinania did not desire to be wed. The lass was so strong of will and didn't even dare to defy her honorable and generous father. King Uriel did, with great reluctance, lock his youngest daughter within a tower at Siliciel, there to remain until the day of that wedding which he did plan. Urininia's song of lamentation flowed forth both night and day from her locked chamber, until a time did come when the young lass fell ill, and those healers of King Uriel bemoaned that it was not within the power of their art to cure the young woman's maladies. Whereupon, that noble king did take pity on the poor princess, allowing her to remove herself from the locked chamber. Then mystery for Urinania did vanish, never to be seen again by vision mortal or magical. Buried beneath the soils of Siliciel lie all members of that royal family for generations before and after the good King Uriel, excepting only the fair princess. Mystics querying souls gone before learned that Urininia's spirit never voyaged to the sweet shores of Aetherius. Somehow, the peace of the afterlife was denied her. But were her lost remains returned to Siliciel, it is believed the spirit adrift might find its way at last to that peaceful shore. That would kinda suck, but at the same time makes sense. Tales of Brackmarsh. We read that one. Persistence of Daedric Veneration. We read that one too. Legend of Vaend. Read that one. The 5 Points of the Star. Yep, we read that one. Hags, Harpies, and Hagravens. Daedra Worship the Aliens. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Where is it? It's here? Oh, there's a doorway right here. Okay.
No mortal is allowed here, not even the High Priest. I shall wear your flesh like a cloak. Go around!
I need to swap. I forget.
To the side!
I'm trying to learn how to do the whole... I'm gonna die. Damn it. I'm still trying to learn how to do the buttons for how to do it with keyboard. It's so much more difficult. Where's my remote? We're gonna do it this way. Okay. I can do it with remote. Mouse and keyboard is just not something I'm super good with. And of course my food ran out then. Got it. Oh, oopsie. There's no books in here. Character flaw. Daedra with no books. Actually, let's do this one. Okay. I have to figure out. I need to get. Oh! I need to get some food made. Jerk. Oh, you'll get over it and live. I won't be here for very long. Okay. Sweet.
Hey, over here! We're too late. While you were searching for the key, Vandacia arrived and called in the nobles. He started his presentation.
But I found the key.
Great, but it's not like...
Look, you rat bastard. Fudge off. I got things to do that involve playing pokies with you. Thank you.
We're too late. Great, but it's not like we can just walk in there and... Wait a moment, that's it!
What are you thinking, Evely?
If we can cause a panic, get those nobles to run around screaming, that should create enough of a diversion for you to use that key and set Sombrin free. We just need to accomplish that before Vandacia gets to the part where he sacrifices Sombrin.
Do you have something in mind?
Take these Rikas. They're beetles similar to dewbugs. Very tasty, though they release a foul odor when they die. I was saving them for later, but I'll get more. Place them around the hall. Then, when you give the signal, I'll loose some arrows.
Sounds like a plan.
Just drop the Rikas around the perimeter of the chamber. Once you've placed them, give me the signal and wait for the clouds of stench to clear the room. Then you can set Sombrin free. I hope you can hold your breath, though.
You seem to know a lot about these bugs.
We had an infestation in my village when I was a little girl. If you know how to do it, you can kill them without causing a stink. They're quite delicious. But if you just crush them or stick them with an arrow, phew, that's what we're counting on.
Okay.
Place the Rikas around the chamber, then give me the signal when you're done.
Okay, let's see.
Brothers and sisters of the waking flame, behold our future. This is one of the fabled four ambitions
we'd all
of
be dead.
Merun's Dagon, and his death will elevate us all. Like the others of his kind, he was created from birth for one purpose.
Now that's what I call a distraction. Let's grab Sombrin
Interrupt
and
this
get out of here.
sacred ceremony! Destroy them!
Stranger.
Counselor, this way!
The High Priest is getting away!
Now go! I will deal with
No matter.
Nice.
I can open a portal back to Nern.
Let's see. Okay. Run away, run away. focus on this nonsense. We'll find books soon. Look, you jerks. I just want to get back to my bookshelves. Man, I hate the way that there's that weird, like, the timing difference now. Used to be click, 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 and everything would activate when you...
Stop them! Recapture the ambition at all costs!
Get up, Sombrin! We need to get out of here!
I can't. Too exhausted.
I'll help Sombrin. You need to deal with those Dremora.
Very well. I shall deal with you myself.
I opened a portal, little mortal. Take your companions and leave this place. We shall see each other again. I guarantee it.
Thank you for getting me out of that place. I am in your debt.
Can you tell me where you came from? How Venencia captured you?
That story would take too long to tell. Let's just say I made the mistake of returning to a place where I once lived. I wasn't paying attention. Suddenly I was surrounded by Von Dacia's cultists. They overpowered me and I woke up in chains.
I should take you to the other ambitions.
Yes, I would like to meet these other ambitions. Find out who they are, what we are, and learn more about this power Von Dacia seems intent on taking from us. Lead on, and I will follow.
Let's go.
Take Sombrin to the Temple of Debella. Then meet me at the Governor's Mansion.
Lead the way, my friend.
Cool. Author's assistant wanted. Excuse me.
Go, my friend. Go see Evely. The twins and I have much to discuss.
Yeah, I want to hear some of
I'm
it.
Destron, and this is my sister Kalia. But who are you?
My name is Sombrin, and I, like you, am an ambition.
Another ambition? Truly? How very nice to meet you.
Okay, let's go find Evely. Oh my goodness. I really like the outfits that they have. I need to keep trying to collect those pieces. Well, but I already like my outfit that I have on now. Oh no. I don't want to sit down. What the heck?
Did you get Sombrin settled into the temple? Did you introduce him to the twins?
Sombrin is safe in the temple with the twins.
Perfect. I was telling the governor everything that happened. How we traveled to the Deadlands and stopped Vandacia from sacrificing the third ambition. We need to figure out our next move.
Oh, my neck.
Oh, before I forget, here's your share of our compensation.
You have done well so far, mercenary. Now we must speak.
Okay, give me 1 second. I need to unlock this thing.
Every stone tossed into a pond causes ripples. The stones you have thrown have caused waves. As much as I wish to assist you, I need to think of Gideon and its safety.
What do you mean, Governor?
My spy master tells me that Councillor Vandacia still has eyes in the city. That even now we fear he is aware that we harbor the ambitions. That he gathers his cultists to assault Gideon. The presence of the ambitions puts my people at risk.
What do you want me to do?
Keep the ambitions safe, but we need to find a better place to hide them. Talk to the ambitions. Perhaps the third one you rescued. Sombrin, was it? Evely said he wasn't locked in a vault when the cult found him. Maybe he knows more than the twins.
I'll go talk to the ambitions.
I would never turn away anyone in need. We will protect the ambitions for as long as we can, yet I fear my legionnaires will not be able to hold off Vandacia's forces should they attack. Go to the Temple of Dibella when you're ready to talk to them.
Why are you suddenly worried about Vandacia's forces?
My spy master reports a flurry of activity that is troublesome, and Gideon is not the fortress it once was. Even so, my Blackfin Legion will give as good as it gets. Better even. What most concerns me is the possibility of treachery.
Treachery?
Vandacia's family is powerful and has deep roots in Blackwood. His spies and political allies fill Gideon like wine fills a goblet. And not all of them are cultists, at least not openly. I fear the enemy we cannot see more than the one we can.
Okay. Off we go.
Go on, Kalia. Unleash your power. Just like back in the Sanctum.
All right, if you say so.
No! Wait!
Something's wrong.
Pull back, Kalia. Pull back!
I can't!
Hold on. Let me help. There.
How did you do that?
Practice. I trained to control my powers after I left my vault. When I was freed from my vault, it took months for my own power to reach such levels, and then it nearly destroyed me. I'm surprised Callie has gotten to that point so quickly after her release.
Why did Kalia lose control like that?
Our powers grow exponentially once we leave the protection of the vaults. It's what they were constructed for. But Kalia's power has advanced much faster than mine did. It almost consumed her. If not for my mentor, the same would have befallen me.
How did you get out of your vault? And what's that about a mentor?
When Duke Varen's forces came through, they set me free. To them, I was just another political prisoner. I wandered without a purpose for a time until my power reached a level similar to what you saw here. That's when my mentor found me.
Do you think this mentor can help Kalia and Destron learn to control their powers?
I don't see why not. Plus, it will probably be safer if the three of us leave for a while. There's an old shrine northwest of here. Let's meet there. I suggest you tell your wood elf companion where we're going. She seems like the sort to worry.
Good idea. I'll tell Evely, then meet you at the shrine.
Find us in the marsh to the northwest. I'll take Callie and Destron and meet you at the shrine. Don't worry, I'll protect them. the cultists won't surprise me again. Just let your wood elf friend know that we have the twins, and we'll keep them safe.
Governor Keshu suggested we might want to leave Gideon for a while.
The governor is wise. A moving target is harder to hit than a stationary
Well, yes, it is.
And if we're no longer inside the city, Vondasia's cultists have no reason to attack it.
How did you wind up locked in the Deadlands, by the way?
I wasn't paying attention. My mentor warned me that I was going to be hunted, but I didn't listen. I returned to my old vault to see if I could learn more about who and what I am. The cultist ambushed me, knocked me out before I could respond.
That was terrifying. I've never felt anything like that. Ever. Nothing like that ever occurred during our training in the Sanctum. What's happening to me?
What were you trying to do?
My gift is fire. Summoning flames is as natural as breathing. In the vault, it was always just a spark or a simple flicker. But when I tried to hit the target, I couldn't control it. The fire inside me, it wanted to grow, to spread, to feed.
How do you feel now?
I'm fine. A bit lightheaded, maybe. Whatever Sombrin did, it put the fire out. At least for now. I don't like this. What if next time I summon the power, no one can help me extinguish it? I could hurt Destron. I could burn Gideon to the ground.
We won't let that happen.
Our power seems to be getting stronger. Harder to control. If not for Sombrin, Kalia's own power might have consumed her. Is this our punishment for abandoning our sanctum?
I don't think you're being punished.
No, probably not. But we're definitely getting stronger. You saw what I did in the sanctum. My power is lightning, but after seeing how Kalia lost control, I'm hesitant to use it out here. I will, though, if I'm called upon to defend my sister.
Alright, let's go. Let's see.
Hey, I'm over here. Keshu told me to take a thinking break. It helps to take a break sometimes, you know? From thinking, so you can think better later. Anyway, how are the ambitions doing? Have you figured out a better place to hide them?
Sombrin has an idea, but the twins are losing control of their powers.
Well, that sounds bad. Obviously. What happened?
Kalia almost burned down the temple, but Sombrin knows someone who can help her.
Oh! I knew there was a reason we plucked him out of Vandasia's fortress in the Deadlands. I mean, other than preventing a human sacrifice. So who is this helpful person?
Sombrin's mentor. We're going to meet outside Gideon. We might just be gone for a while.
Stick close to them. You need to keep the ambitions safe and out of Vandasia's clutches. While you're away, I'm going to continue helping Keshu's Blackfin Legion. And I want to be around when my cousins from Valenwood finally arrive. Good luck!
Good luck. Right, where am I going? Meet them at the shrine, which is this way. Okay. Oh, we can teleport. Let's do it. Oh, well, it's just outside the city. Never mind. Shh.
Again?
We can do it. I don't want to deal with you. Y'all have a good night. Maybe. This is very atmospheric. Excuse me. I've been addicted to cheese and tomato sandwiches, and I am currently hiccuping
all I ask
tomato.
Is that you all keep an open mind.
That's a Dremora.
Interesting. I didn't expect to hear from Sombrin again after he left, despite my advice. But to find him in the presence of a powerful mortal and 2 other ambitions. But where are my manners? Greetings, mortal. I am Zyna.
Sombrin says you mentored him, helped him control his power.
And so I did. I sensed his need and offered my assistance. He learned well, and as he will tell you, I never betrayed him. Is that why he has summoned me? Because those other two ambitions now face the same danger that almost consumed him?
Yes, we want to make sure Kalia and Destron don't destroy themselves with their own power.
Then you must bring them to my sanctuary. They are far more than anything you can imagine. I helped Sombrin because I didn't want to see him fall into Mehrunes Dagon's hands, or destroy himself with his own power. I will do the same for the others.
Where is your sanctuary?
I hide in the Deadlands. Yes, Dagon's realm. But I have ways to protect us. Before you bring them, they must be attuned to this realm. Find slivers of the Deadlands lodged in your world. Sombrin will show you how to use them to attune the ambitions.
As I said, Zaina helped me. And she can help Kalia and Destron. You just have to trust her. And if you can't trust her, trust me.
You should have told us your mentor was a Dremora.
Forgive me, but in my experience, most of Nirn takes a dark view of Dremora. Zaina found me when I was at my worst. If she wanted me dead, she could have killed me years ago or just let me destroy myself. Instead, she helped me, taught me control.
I know a Dremora. She must want something out of you.
Oh, of that I'm certain. Competition in the Deadlands is fierce, especially among the non-aligned Dremora. I know that she seeks allies to call upon when the need arises. Having 3 ambitions who owe you a favor? Oh, that's like gold to Zaina.
Tell me about this attunement process Zaina was talking about.
Let me mark your map. Zaina told me where to find these slivers of the Deadlands when I needed them. Dagon cultists often enshrine these shards whenever they find them. You'd be surprised how often chunks of oblivion make their way to Nirn.
And what do we do with these slivers once we find them?
I'll describe the process when you return. I need to prepare a portal at a place where the planar boundaries are thin. Take Kalia and Destron and gather the slivers. Then I can attune them to the Deadlands. I also marked where to meet me on your map.
Alright, I'll take the twins and find these slivers of the Deadlands.
Our powers interact strangely with the natural forces of the Deadlands. That's why we need to be attuned. Of course, I underwent the process years ago. Now we must help the twins do the same. Keep them safe, then meet me on the road south of Gideon.
So I don't need to be attuned?
No, you're not an ambition. Besides, you've been to the Deadlands already and suffered no ill effects. If the twins attempted that before we attuned them, the plane would rip them apart. Our power is connected to Mehrunes Dagon in some way.
And what does that mean?
I'm not entirely sure. I just know that there's some element of Mehrunes Dagon inside us, and it wants to return whence it came. I think that's what Von Dacia hoped to accomplish by killing me. Anyway, I'd rather not see that happen to any of us.
Okay.
Let's find these objects from the Deadlands as Sombrin's mentor suggested. If it helps keep me and my sister alive, we've got to try it, no matter the risk.
Have you ever heard of this attunement process before?
No, but I never heard of ambitions either before all this began. We're in new territory here, but as long as my sister and I are in danger, I'll take help wherever I can get it. Let's go and find these objects.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
I suppose we must trust in Sombrin's experience. He knows quite a lot more about our powers than we do.
Do you think we should trust Zaina?
Does it matter? I felt the power inside me when I lost control back at the temple. I couldn't stop it. If Sombrin hadn't suppressed my flames, I would have ignited the city. Unless you know another way to fix me, I don't think we have a choice.
Okay, off we go.
Can you believe it, Kalia? We're going to be great heroes.
What's heroic about being consumed by our own powers?
Zaina taught Sombrin to control his powers. She'll do the same for us.
If the cultists or our own powers don't kill us first.
Yeah, you can just ignore me for a second, thank you. far off is this? Oh, it's probably just up there in that ruin. Oh, look, this little guy's racing me. Hi, little dude.
Two slivers of the Deadlands, one for each of us. Mission accomplished.
Okay.
I fear it just gets more difficult from here.
You worry about everything. Let's go meet Sombrin.
I have to look and see what I need to do for my, what is it again? Oh, the Tamriel Tomes. I haven't really logged in to do that, so probably need to do a few of those things. Oh my goodness, how far away is this? Yuck. Oh, we'll just collect stuff on our way, I guess. What is my tomes? If it's collecting stuff, we'll collect stuff. Okay. Guild quest, steal from the environment. Pickpocket 5 items. Okay. Alright, there we go. I haven't even been doing the quests for the Thieves Guild thing. I should. I'm not. Yuck. It's fine. I'll get over it and live. I need picklocks, get runestones, get alchemical, spring water. All the good stuff. Hey, shenanigans! How you doing? We are on our way to attune the twins to shards of the Deadlands. And we're collecting stuff. Okay. Runestone! Hey, come back here. Is it alchemical plants or just the... We'll look. No, no. This one. Alchemical plants too. Okay, so that works.
Destron, stop! This is serious!
Relax, Kalia. We're on an adventure.
Destron, be serious! Our own powers could destroy us!
That won't happen. I won't let it.
It might not be up to you.
Kalia, we'll figure this out.
You found the Deadland slivers? Good. I set up the portal at the top of the hill behind me. Alatun, Kalia, and Destron. Then we can make our way to the summit.
What should I be doing while you attune the twins?
I need you to deal with a complication for me.
A complication?
Creatures were drawn to the hillside by my actions. Could you make sure the path to the top is clear? The last thing we need is for some mundane and random threat to provoke a response from Kalia or Destron.
I'll make sure the way is clear and meet you at the top. After I harvest some stuff. Just a few things. Little thing here and there. Man, I really need to get myself some food that... You know what? I should go to one of the guild traders. Oh, hey! Yeah, I need to go to one of the guild traders and see... Oh, my inventory's full! And see if I can get... Ooh. I have lots of stuff in there, but none of it I can use. Okay. There. No, that is not the button I pushed. I pushed the button to fry their butts. Okay. Ooh, look at that. There's a chest right there. Hey. Less luck is Pictus luck. You know, one of my favorite places to go around, like killing people and opening chests, is in the Reach. It's just really easy there. There's so many people, but they're spaced just perfectly far apart that you don't get, like, spotted. I need to go in there. I'll do my thieving and my killing up there. Do I have anybody that's set up to be a thief and a killer? I don't think so.
Alright, just like we discussed, focus on the slivers of Deadlands.
It's working!
I've never traveled by portal before.
Quick, step inside. Follow when you're ready, friend.
Okay, I'm ready. La SpongeBob.
I greet you, mortal. As with Sombrin, I shall do all that I can to aid the twins. But first, they must survive the Ashen Forest. They must walk the path of the obelisks.
Tell me about these trials. What's the path of the obelisks?
Before I can teach them to contain their power, they must first come to understand it. The path of the obelisks will help them do so. They must visit the 3 ancient oracles and learn the truths that each will reveal.
And what's my role in this?
Protect the twins from the dangers of the forest. They cannot unleash their power safely until they have learned to control it. At each obelisk, you will bear witness to the truths they learn. Come to me when all is said and done. Then we shall see.
I'll protect the twins and witness what they learn.
The power of these two ambitions grows with every passing moment. You must hurry. The path begins to the northwest. Look for the obelisks of origin, empowerment, and inevitability. Each will reveal a hidden truth. I cannot say for certain.
Okay, well, we'll just go this way? No, this way. Alright.
Watch out!
Well done!
Okay. Let's keep going.
That must have hurt.
These are the guys that spin like discs. Well, they do if you let them live long enough. Hooray!
That must be the first obelisk.
Prepare yourself, brother, while our friend activates it and something's happening.
The babes are asleep? How? I couldn't get the boy to stop bawling.
I fed the twins until they were full and exhausted.
Your Majesty, welcome. The babes are healthy and strong.
As commanded, my Emperor. She bore twins.
As Mehrunes Dagon commanded, so it has been done.
Our parents and the High Priest? I don't understand.
Yeah, I forgot. Poor kids.
You're unstoppable!
No, I just want to get through here.
Take that, foul creature!
Keep it away!
Okay.
If only I could assist you!
I suppose this is the obelisk of empowerment.
Activate it, if you would, friend.
Starting.
Time for the final ritual, my Emperor.
Proceed, High Priest.
O Mehrunes Dagon, Prince of ambition and destruction, imbue these infants with your power! Let it ripen and grow within these vessels until the appointed time.
As
So,
Dagon wills
let
it.
it be done.
Our parents were sacrificed to Mehrunes Dagon? Why?
Not for any good reason. Which way is it? Up this way or this way? It's this way. Okay.
attacking us?
Buddy, we are in the Deadlands. It'd be weird if they weren't attacking us.
Foul thing. Leave us be!
Well done!
Look out!
That is not what I intended to do, but okay, that's what I did.
That must have hurt.
Did it appear? Yes.
That portal opened on its own. I suppose we should step inside.
This must be the day you learn you are destined to fail. That I and the waking flame emerged victorious.
No.
How long ago was it? When I crushed you and claimed the ambitions for myself. It must be rather depressing to see that all your efforts were in vain.
Oh.
That my victory is inevitable.
The other visions showed the twins' past. Why is this one different?
Visions? You must understand the forces with which you meddle. Given your failures before you died, that doesn't surprise me. You entered the portal at the obelisk of inevitability in the Deadlands. What could be more inevitable than the future?
You're telling me you won? That now you sit on the Ruby Throne?
Look around and see for yourself. The very fact that you stand before me proves that you didn't stop me. You didn't save the ambitions. You didn't save anyone. I destroyed you. Now this realm belongs to my lord and master Mehrunes Dagon.
Nothing is inevitable. You haven't won yet.
Look who stands behind me. Look at the throne on which I sit. Mehrunes Dagon may be the master of all Nirn, but he has given me Tamriel as my reward.
That's a nice suit of armor.
From High Rock to Morrowind, all bow to my will. There is no power in Tamriel equal to mine.
Salon.
Mercenary, time to go. Through the portal, quickly.
Vandacia. He had us displayed like trophies.
We saw our future. We're doomed.
Snap out of it. What you saw was just one possible inevitability. Nothing is set in stone.
I didn't think that was how my story was going to end. I really thought we were going to win.
Despite appearances, this isn't over yet, Destron.
Isn't it? You saw the Prince of Destruction. How can we hope to fight something like that, let alone his High Priest? Maybe it's better if we just let our powers consume us. At least then Vandacia won't be able to claim us.
Destroying yourself isn't the answer. You need to learn to control your powers and stand with me.
Now you sound like Kalia and Sombrin. You're right, though. We have power beyond anything Vandacia possesses. That's why he wants us. Once Zaina teaches us to control it, we'll be unstoppable. All right. We're with you. Let's go get this done.
Vandacia is going to win. We saw ourselves. He was drawing power from us, like sipping wine from a chalice.
That was only a vision, Kalia. We haven't been defeated yet.
But you saw how Vandacia looked. Strong, powerful, and Mehrunes Dagon looking down on us. How do we stand against that?
You learn to control your power, and we stand against them together.
I don't... Can it really be that simple? Was that the point of these visions? To show us how we were created, and to reveal a dark and possible future? All right, I understand. Just because the night is long doesn't mean the sun won't rise tomorrow.
The obelisk of inevitability reveals just one possible future. True, it's the most likely outcome, but it isn't the only one. Now that we know where things are heading, we can work to change the course.
Is this guy the voice of... What is Avatar? The kid, the fire kid. Is that his voice? There's just some tenor to it that sounds so much like him. So Vandacia is going to win. Mehrunes Dagon is going to claim our world.
We're dealing with forces beyond our understanding. It was always going to be a difficult journey. But the obelisk of inevitability only shows what will happen if events continue on their current course. That future hasn't happened. Yet.
So what do we do?
The perils of visiting oracles. Are we better off knowing what is to come, or continuing on in blissful ignorance? I believe our choices matter. I choose to resist Mehrunes Dagon, and no vision will sway me from that path. I hope you feel the same.
The thing that gets me about these ambitions is, like, if they are being raised by cultists who believe that Mehrunes Dagon is, like, the most wonderful thing in the world, they should be completely, like, what is it, not brainwashed. They should be completely brainwashed by this cult to believe that what they are doing is the best thing in the world, that Mehrunes Dagon is, like, completely accepting instead of completely in oblivion about what's going on. That doesn't quite fit right, that they don't know. Like, if they were raised by little random adopted parents in a village somewhere. It's okay, shenanigans.
Mortal who bore witness for the twin ambitions, let us speak.
If they were raised by, like, regular people or people that didn't know who the ambitions were, then it makes sense that they'd see Mehrunes Dagon as the big bad they have to fight. But they were raised by cultists. Their entire lives are nothing but cultist and Dremora until this very moment. And they don't know what they are. They don't know. They think that Mehrunes Dagon's bad. Like, you would think that'd be the very first thing that's corrected by the cultists, is making them think that Mehrunes Dagon is wonderful. But they didn't. So unless the cultists were super sloppy, or there's a big old hole in the story.
We can finally greet each other in person, mortal. Before we begin the process that will permit the twins to control their powers, I must ask you a single question. Why does one who abhors Mehrunes Dagon care what happens to his ambitions?
The ambitions are people. They should get to decide their own fate.
A noble sentiment, but they are more than just people. They are powerful weapons. Dagon's priest imbued them with a portion of the Lord of Destruction's own energy when they were born. It has grown and intensified in the intervening years.
Grown and intensified to what end?
Imagine that each ambition is like a mortal bank. Instead of gold, the priest deposited a portion of Dagon's energy inside them. That energy grew with them, compounding and doubling year after year like interest on your savings. It also transformed.
Transformed in what way?
In every way. What was once just of oblivion became mixed with Nirn. Now that energy is a part of both realms. And that is why Mehrunes Dagon wants it back. It will give him the connection to Nirn that he so greatly desires. A path to your world.
So how do you teach the twins to control their power?
Their power is like a volcano, building until released as an explosion or a lava flow. One is catastrophic, the other merely destructive. I will delay the eruptions while teaching them to dissipate and maintain control. You may observe, of course.
I'll be watching you closely.
We must begin the ritual at once. This way.
No, there's a bookshelf. We'll wait a second. Apocrypha. We read that
I'll feel
last
better
time.
knowing you're nearby.
I'll be right there. Just let me read a book real quick. I was summoned by a mortal. Also, something we read last time. It was very funny. Ooh, more books.
What's happening? What's going on?
Zaina, what are you doing?
Helping you fulfill your purpose.
Oh, I don't get those
Your
bookshelves.
ambitions. You belong
It's
to
not
Mayrun
fair.
Dagon.
What happened? No! Zaina! Damn it! You betrayed us!
Damn it, I don't get to read the books.
Damn her! Zaina betrayed us and cast us into the spider nest!
What's the spider nest?
It's a dungeon beneath her sanctuary. She sends her enemies here to die. But we aren't her enemies. She saved my life many times. If she'd wanted to hurt me, she could have done so long ago. Why turn against me now?
She mentioned Mayrun Dagon. I think she plans to give the twins to him.
I don't want to believe that. But I heard what she said too. And she completely drained my energy. I can't call upon my power until it recharges. We need to find a way out of here. We need to get to Kalia and Destron before Zaina turns them over.
How will we help the twins if Zaina refuses to show them how to control their power?
First things first. I need to restore my power. Let me think. Zaina told me about an old foe she destroyed, tossed them into this place and kept their skull as a trophy. It may hold enough energy to recharge my power immediately.
You rest, just tell me where to find the skull.
The skull is in the treasure chamber. You can get there through the east door, retrieve it, and meet me at the door in the north. When you find me, I'll be in a meditative state. Present the skull, and I'll do the rest.
Who is this old foe of Zaina's?
Menthix, an ancient rival. Challenging him was one of the last tasks Zaina assigned to me as she trained me to control my power. Together, we vanquished Menthix and left his bones in the spider nest.
Don't Daedra just dissipate when they die?
Zaina did something to Menthix to chain his essence here forever. She kept him from coming back by trapping his power here, below her temple. That's also why the skull contains energy. Energy I can use to recharge my own power.
Okay. Now I'm gonna open a couple of these things since I'm stuck without my books. That's it? Oh, it's stinky. Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, damn it. I was hoping I could make it through. Stupid fighter. Okay. Oh. Gotta go pick up a skull. Let's see. don't know if it's a maze so much as it's just a really annoying building. I'll just let y'all do your thing. I'm gonna go this way. Thank you. You know, if it's a trophy, why isn't it like hanging on your wall, ma'am? You know, box in the bottom of your maze. Oh, hey. Just scoot around a bookshelf. Anything good? Nope, it's Apocrypha. What about this one? Great Spirits of the Reach, Volume 1. Nice! I don't think I've seen this one before. Okay. Great Spirits of the Reach, Volume 1 by Vashugra Morga, Chief Daedrologist of the University of Gwillem. Most residents of Tamriel profess some variety of faith. Oop. In a world beset by danger, both conventional and cosmic, rejecting deities out of hand is a failing proposition. Unfortunately, this shared desire for religious identity rarely brings people together. Instead, it commonly drives us apart. Many of the fault lines are predictable. Racial politics, historical enmities, and claims of divine sanction routinely undercut any attempt at a good faith dialogue. But one central rift underpins all of it: the perceived supremacy of the Aedra. Excuse me. An old Orcish proverb reads, "Conquerors name the wars," an apt description of how those in power shape our understanding of history. But this proverb is doubly true when it comes to matters of faith. Conquerors do more than name wars, they shape beliefs. If we accept the premise that those who hold the White Gold Tower hold Tamriel in some fundamental sense, the primacy of Aedra makes perfect sense. Not because they are in fact superior, but because those in a position of supremacy insist that they are. With a few notable exceptions, the story of Cyrodiil, and thus Tamriel writ large, has been shaped by those professing Aedric faiths. It began with Aldmer and passed to the Aelids, and while the Wild Elves flirted with Daedra worship for a time, they paid a high price for it at the hands of the Alessians. From that point forward, the Aedra enjoyed special status in the realm of Tamrielic faith. A status that by definition diminished the standing of those races who cleaved to non-Aedric practice. Most of these races already suffered scorn and abuse at the hands of men and elves, orcs, Sargonians, and Khajiit, while others were regarded with cruel suspicion by their elven kin, the Chimer and later Dunmer. All these people suffered and still suffer the privilege awarded to Aedra worshippers, but no race has suffered more abuse on the basis of their faith than the people of the Reach. Despite being bullied, scorned, and repeatedly invaded by foreign aggressors, the Reach folk have managed to retain a rich Daedra-worshipping culture that shows no signs of dilution or retreat. It is my sincere hope that this treatise will shed new light on this underappreciated faith and inspire greater respect for the proud and hardy people of the Reach. Nice, I like it. Picasso. My sneaky sneakies. Aw, man. Ooh. It's empty. You empty? I got a lockpick. Ha. Okay, let's see. There's an empty bookshelf, which is sacrilege. Actually, I've been looking to get new bookshelves in my craft room. My bookshelves currently are the ones that have like 3 really big shelves, but I want ones that have 5. And then I can have less bookshelves in my room, which we all know is not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is I'm going to go get more books to fill up the space that I have more shelves. So, but we're going to say for now that I just want to get bigger bookshelves so I can make more space in my craft room.
The residual energy. Hold the skull toward me, please. While my power finishes recharging, take a look at what I found. I left it over there.
Xania's Book of Contracts. Hundreds of pages are filled with script faded away almost to nothing, but the last few pages are written in glowing golden ink. Contract, the 1137th. At the command of Mehrunes Dagon, I submit to be bound under the following conditions. In exchange for my master's aid in the conquest of the mortal realm known as Cyrodiil, the Reachfolk chieftain known as Dirkrock, the Black Drake, shall cause to be born 4 ambitions under the signs and circumstances described in the Holy Book. It is written. Contract, the 1138th. At the command of Mehrunes Dagon, I now endorse and extend the contract bestowed upon Durak unto his son and heir Murakar, now Emperor of Cyrodiil. Whereas Emperor Murakar executed his father's burden of bringing the being of 4 ambitions decreed by Mehrunes Dagon, I submit to guide and instruct the Emperor's agent in the ritual of empowerment described in the Holy Book. It is written. Contract, with the 1137th and 1138th default. In accordance with obligations imposed upon me by Mehrunes Dagon, I attest to the default of the heirs of Durak in the execution of the preceding 2 contracts. The death of Emperor Leovic without the designation of an heir activates the codicils described in the Holy Book. Whomsoever sacrifices the prepared ambitions in the manner required by Mehrunes Dagon may lay claim to the reward once promised unto Durak and his heirs. It is written. A footnote in flowing script. Curse that boy Sombrin. 3 of the ambitions remain hidden within their vaults, and the one I had in my grasp has now returned to the mortal realm. At least he believes that all other servants of Mehrunes Dagon are his mortal enemies. When the time is right, I will lure him back, or perhaps he will come to find me. The prize shall yet be mine. All I need is patience. Why would she want them to think they were enemies?
I'm ready. Follow me.
And there's 4 of them, but we only have 3.
We have to stop Zaina. Attack!
Yeah.
She's doing something to the twins!
You're too late. Lord Dagon will reward me for securing the twins.
You deal with Zaina.
Why in the world did it drop back there? What hot mess express is that?
The ambitions belong to Lord Dagon.
No.
Their power is for him alone.
Can I help you? Come here. That way I can heal while you get your butt super fried. Come here. Come here. Are you stuck there? Oh, what a super. You're stuck in that spot. It's okay. That's fine.
Zaina. She was going to sacrifice us to Mehrunes Dagon.
Sombrin, how could you bring us to this monster?
She wasn't like this. I didn't know.
Destron, help me open a portal. Like Sombrin showed us on the hilltop.
Y'all are taking such a fucking long time. I'm gonna go read a book. The Inexplicable Patron.
This wasn't how it was supposed to turn out. Come on. Let's go after them.
Okay. The Inexplicable Patron, Mephala, by David Fear. After a recent discussion with a self-proclaimed priest and scholar of the Tribunal Temple, I find myself shamed, as I often am, but not surprised, as I never am, by the gross misunderstandings of the nature of the Daedra that adopted our ancestors. It seems that our priests these days are trained in little more than bland recitations and methods for parting pilgrims from their gold, a significant and disappointing departure from their traditional functions. Some may consider this blasphemy. I invite them to challenge me to debate, or magical contest if they prefer. Though I do not often concern myself with society, someone must battle the tide of ignorance. I do not expect every Dunmer to attain understanding comparable to my own. Indeed, the common elf has his place minding the mundane details of our race's day-to-day survival. Even so, laziness in any respect is abhorrent, and intellectual compliancy cannot be permitted even among the lower echelons. Allow me to provide an accessible examination of the good Daedra, beginning with the most easily misunderstood, Mephala. Good is an ill-suited descriptor for any Daedric being, and is unfortunate it has come into casual use. As absolute expressions of their respective spheres, the Daedric princes do not share our moral categorizations for behavior. The Daedra simply are. Mephala, Boethia, and Azura have done much for the interests of the Dunmer, and in that sense they may appear to be good, but their motivations and goals and the consequences of achieving them are not known to us. There's a reason Mephala is referred to as the web spinner, though modern Dunmer seem to ignore this appellation and instead project the sympathetic qualities they associate with Vivec, art in violence, cunning, and enlightened poetry. Back into the Daedric being that anticipated him. This tendency serves to conceal much of Mephala's nature, which is exactly what the prince would desire. Mephala taught our ancestors the ways of secret murder, to be used against our enemies and even against our own in the place of all-out war. Certainly good for our predecessors as they migrated across Tamriel and came into often fractious contact with the Nords and Dwemer. We learned meticulous plotting and how to lie, ways to lure and trap our foes, how to manage complexity and predict outcomes. But few ask why this Daedric prince would champion our people. The gullible fancy us chosen for our superior qualities and the cynical belief us as a mere amusement for the Daedra, but these are both woefully simple-minded theories. We must keep in mind that the Daedra are incapable of creation. They can only imitate, manipulate, and exaggerate. Some of them do perceive mortals as mere playthings, but I do not suspect this of Mephala. She does nothing without purpose, perceives all of Arubis as an interconnected system of action and consequence, and employs herself in spinning the threads to influence outcomes. To what end? That you must work out for yourself. As I have. Do you think me fool enough to reveal the secrets of the Prince of Secrets? You know, he's a bit of a butthead, but I like him. Invocation of her scene. We did that last time, too. Alright, let's go. Any bookshelves up here? No? Okay, we're gonna go through the portal. I think that's probably it for us for today. Excuse me for the hiccups. Still hiccuping to Matus.
Zaina, she never gave me any indication that she was going to betray us. That she was involved in our creation and wanted to sacrifice us to Mehrunes Dagon. At least the twins don't appear to be in imminent danger of exploding.
Do you think it's true that you were created to transform the power Dagon placed inside you?
Let me take another look at Zaina's contracts. Yes, it's here. Zaina used a holy book to show Von Dacia how to create the 4 ambitions. Could it have been the Mysterium Xarxis? She was always loyal to Dagon. She never wanted to help us at all.
I wonder where the 4th ambition is. So far, we only know of 3 of you.
Hopefully, they're either still locked in a vault or wandering free like I was. I hate to think that Von Dacia captured them while we were busy elsewhere. I'm not sure what we should do next, my friend. It's beginning to seem hopeless.
We'll find a way to defeat Von Dacia and save the ambitions, all of you.
I hope you're right, but I can't see a way ahead from here. If all else fails, we'll destroy ourselves before we let Dagon win. We're the keys to unlock the barriers between here and the Deadlands. We can't allow ourselves to fall into his hands.
Take the twins back to the temple while I go talk to Keshu. We'll come up with something.
Kalia and Destron. They have no reason to trust me. Not anymore. But I'll still protect them. And somehow, I'll find a way to earn their trust again.
Can you keep Kalia and Destron from destroying themselves?
Whatever Zaina did to prepare them to be sacrificed, It seems to have dampened their power. How long that will last, I have no idea. But until their power builds to uncontrollable levels again, they should be able to use it to help us.
What happens after that?
I'll try to train the twins as Zyna trained me. If all else fails, I can take them back to the Deadlands. The realm seems to naturally siphon off our energy and keep it at manageable levels. Not my first choice, but it will serve as a last resort.
Okay, let's go talk to Kishu.
Sorry. I had no idea Zyna meant to betray us.
She wanted to kill us, Sombrin. An apology isn't going to cut it.
But everybody wants to kill you.
Zyna betrayed Sombrin too.
Because he was stupid enough to trust her.
I will make this right. I promise.
Let's return to the temple. We shouldn't be discussing this in the street.
Oh no, y'all are basically 2 4-year-olds fresh out of preschool. I'm not seeing why you should be bitching at him. You don't has no street smarts. You can't really say that you wouldn't have done the same. Dinguses. Let's see.
Gideon is not the ground on which we conduct this fight. There is a better place to defend the ambitions. You return at a grim moment, mercenary. While you were gone, word reached us that the Waking Flame is gathering an army. I fear it will soon march on Gideon. But Evely said you took the ambitions to learn about their powers. Did you succeed?
Sort of. We know more about the ambitions, but they're still in danger.
We are all in danger. At least you kept the ambitions safe. I thank you for that. Concerning the cult, Evely and I have made plans. But first, I want you to have this. Compensation for the work you have done up to this point on Blackwood's behalf.
Darn it, no space. 1 second. What can I get rid of? This right here.
The Order of the Waking Flame has cast a net around Gideon. Von Dacia is gathering an army, including guards from the garrison who were loyal to him all along. He knows the ambitions were here, and that they have now returned.
Have you changed your mind about making a stand in Gideon?
No, the city is no place for a battle. When foes surround you, it is wise to put your back spines to a tree. We will move the ambitions to Fort Redmane. The Imperials abandoned it years ago, but my Blackfin Legion has been restoring its defenses.
Should I take the ambitions to Fort Redmane?
No, I have another task for you. Summon what allies you can to Fort Redmane to help defend the ambitions. I sent my legion ahead, but I fear we will need more warriors. Before you go, tell the ambitions what we are doing and why. They trust you.
I'll speak to the ambitions and find allies to defend Fort Redmane.
Tell the ambitions we will defend them with our lives. Just not here, where so many civilians could be endangered. Let us use Fort Redmane as the tree against our backs. Evely will see the ambitions safely to the fort. Talk to her before you go.
Hey, Evely. What's up?
Tell the ambitions no army of crazed cultists is going to sacrifice them on our watch. But try not to alarm them, which might be tricky. After I send out the call for allies, I'll escort Sombrin and the twins to Fort Redmane.
You mentioned sending out a call for allies?
Right. Anyone with an army that can help us. You head to Leowin. I'm sure Captain Rian would be happy for the Ivory Brigade to lend a hand. Beyond that, what about anyone else you helped here in Blackwood? Anyone have any soldiers they can spare?
I honestly don't know anyone else who might want to help.
If that's the case, just alert Captain Rian after you talk to the ambitions. Then head directly to Fort Redmane. But if you have the time, go help some people. The fate of the world's at stake. Someone may join up in exchange for a good deed.
I'll speak to the ambitions, then ask Captain Rian to join us at Fort Redmane.
Tell Sombrin and the twins I'll be with them shortly. I have a few more details to work out with the governor. After that, go see Captain Rian and then meet me at Fort Redmane. But don't take too long. I'd rather you were there when the cult attacks.
The ambitions were rattled by what we learned in the Deadlands.
You went to the Deadlands? And you took the ambitions with you? What were you thinking?
Sombra knew someone who could help them control their power, but she tried to kill us.
What did you expect was going to happen in the Deadlands? That's where Mehrunes Dagon keeps all his stuff. Well, at least everyone made it back. Now, we just need to keep them safe from Vandacia and the Order of the Waking Flame.
Okay. So that's where we will call it for today, my friends. There we go. If you won't mind hitting that like button for me, I would much appreciate it. Tomorrow, same time, same place. Oh, I need to fix that chat bubble thing. We'll be back, and we're darn close. Like, we are really close to finishing. We only have 2 quests left to finish in Blackwood, and I think then we go to Fargrave, I think. And I'm pretty sure that's like where the 4th ambition is. It's been like years since I did this quest. I like it though. You have a great day too, Shenanigans. Thanks for dropping by. If you enjoy hanging out with me, we have a Discord and we do community nights Friday night. We've been playing Pal World, which is it's like super fast level ups that way because we tend to we all in general have the attentions of grasshoppers, so we don't probably not gonna spend very much time on any one game, so we try to power through. I try to power through the level up and everything so we can get everything done before we all lose our attention. So if you want to play Pal World with us, we're doing that currently on Fridays at 8 p.m. Central Time in the Discord. You're more than welcome to join. Stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at noon Central Time, except for 1 week a month that I take a break. However, I do post my schedule both in the Discord and on the channel posts for YouTube. So just keep an eye out. One for August is already posted. Y'all have a lovely day. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you tomorrow for lunch. Bye!